So welcome back to NDIS Untold. Today we have Bianca from Be With Tourette's. Bianca, welcome to my solace.
Thank you for having me.
She's one of our brand ambassador. So tell us, Bianca, what is it that you do, who you are? I know you're a huge advocate, but I would like to hear that from you.
So I've had really severe Tourette syndrome my whole life. I was diagnosed at the age of 5. I had an incredibly hard life with my tics were that bad that I could just throw myself in the ground all the time. And if you haven't seen my 60 Minutes story, when I was 16, I was able to have this brain surgery. And then I had 16 brain surgeries, which didn't end up really working for me.
You had 16 after that?
I had 16 brain surgeries.
Oh, wow. I didn't realise that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and as I've gotten older, like I've found my way, and now I want to do something amazing with my life. And that's why I educate on social media. Educate on social media about my life and trying to advocate for other people with disabilities. And basically I have my own business now as a motivational speaker, so I go around to whoever wants me and I educate on my life and try to make a better world for people living with disabilities, basically.
Well, I was one of those people who actually saw your first episode on 60 Minutes.
I've had 3 stories in 60 Minutes.
Oh, well, I've only seen 2. I think the other one was the most recent one. The second one that I'd seen was pretty much, that must have been a couple of years ago. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I started looking for you after, we talked about having you as one of our brand ambassador. Followed you on social media. And I think it's great what you're doing, and I've seen it, I've watched your videos. So tell me, what is it that you do? Being an advocate, how do people find you? How do you support others with, with disability? Not just Tourette's, but with disability.
I guess on my social media now, I've started a thing called Voices of Diversity.
Yeah.
And I'm going around to people with all different kinds of disability, and for them to tell their story and show their struggles, so then society can be more understanding about what they go through every day.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome. So we were talking before this, we were talking about your life now. So tell us, what's your day-to-day life like? What are your struggles? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve in life?
Okay, so my daily struggles is a big one. I would love to be able to drive a car and get myself around.
Yeah.
And also filming my social media is really hard because I break phones and I push the camera over. So I have an amazing care team that are there to help me produce my social media, which I love them all so much for that. I just mind blanked. Hang on. Sorry.
That's okay. So your care team?
My care team. It's incredible because I wouldn't be able to do anything without them. I wouldn't be able to have a business. I wouldn't be able to get here to do a podcast with you guys because of how I can't drive a car. But my goals is just to get bigger on the motivational speaking scene.
Yeah.
Hopefully go overseas one day, meet other Tourette's communities, educate overseas.
Yeah.
But going overseas will be so difficult for me.
Yeah. We were talking about that actually, having a little bit of a laugh, but at the same time, it's so real for you, isn't it?
Yeah, so a 2-hour car ride here absolutely exhausts me. When you got Tourette's, you feel so enclosed. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me.
Yeah.
So when you're in a car, you feel so enclosed and you just need to get out and tick.
Yeah.
But,
Did you stop? At least to have a break.
Every now and again, but I just wanted to get here.
Yeah.
But simply for me to go on a plane, with racial tics, and like people when they're trying to sleep, my tics I might not be able to get to sleep, so I'll be ticking. And I heard of another man with Tourette's who was on a plane. Fuck me. And he was Tourette'sing really bad.
Yeah.
And people are just yelling at him to shut up and go to sleep. And if that happened to me, I had so much anxiety, let alone stepping into a country never travelled before with racial tics and stuff that I don't know what to expect either.
Yeah.
But I'm so open-minded and I'm ready to travel one day.
Yeah.
And I feel like by me travelling, it's going to make me grow as a person and see the world and understand the world a lot more better.
Possibly a podcast. Oh, sorry, not a podcast, but a webinar of some sort. So Chris and I have got this contact in Canada.
Fuck me. Ooh, ooh. So, yeah.
We've got this contact in Canada who they're actually watching what's going on here in Australia with the NDIS.
Because isn't the NDIS coming to Canada soon?
They're looking into it. They've still got a few years to go. But, you know, someone like yourself who are currently living with the NDIS funding would love for you to have someone like yourself to come and talk to them and to their committee. That. So we've got them on LinkedIn, we've got them on Facebook, and we're in constant conversations with them, you know, for us to actually give them a bit of that knowledge on how to best roll out the NDIS over there. So I guess a webinar while you're actually having those conversations with, you know, with their committee. Can be a first stage. You don't have to get on a plane.
But I want to get on a plane. Like,
you do want to
I want to travel so bad, and if I'm doing what I love when I'm traveling, I'll be like, so happy and fulfilled.
Yeah. Have you tried interstate travel?
Yeah, I have.
How did that go?
It's tiring, but it's not too bad. I went back to my hometown, Stanthorpe, recently for a winery tour. That's 4 hours there.
Oh, yeah, I watched you. You had about, 8 glasses of wine or 15?
Oh, hello, everybody. This is my 15th wine.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I love that. So how did you go with that? Just the traveling?
I was pretty tired when I got there, but I had a nap and I picked myself up and then I had so much fun.
Yeah, so you don't really let anything stop you?
Well, why would I let that do that? Because I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And I'm such a positive and outgoing person that I feel like it keeps me going, you know?
Yeah. So how's your parents these days? I was watching your mum.
My mum is my mother and father. They've split up now, but they're still very good friends, and it's much better because all the stresses of my childhood and all the things that went on, like there was a lot of damage there. But now my family lives separately from each other. It's so much better now. Yeah. And I love my mum, I love my dad, and I love my brother Tim, and I couldn't ask for any better family. Yeah,
you're very lucky, very lucky. So I wanted to talk as well about, we had the first time I met you, you mentioned to me that NDIS doesn't actually recognize someone with Tourette's as having a disability. They classify it as psychosocial.
This is the most frustrating thing that I can't wrap my head around, because my life has been so incredibly hard when I was younger, and I can't fathom it, because Tourette's is really hard to live with every day, not just for the person with Tourette's, siblings, parents, getting judged from society every day, basically getting told you're never good enough, not being able to get a job, not being able to drive a car. And there's people that have kids that go to school and they ring, your kid's way too bad, so they come and pick them up, but they have to hold down a job too.
Absolutely.
So they come and pick their kids up and then they lose their job, and the parents' mental health's going downhill. I was at the Disability Expo a couple of years ago, and this beautiful woman come up to me and go, I'm trying to help my client get NDIS funding. The amount of stuff she had in that submission, and the struggles and the mental health and everything, and the NDIS is like, nah, you don't get it. But something that really frustrates me, that my next door neighbour, who's a self-induced schizophrenia, he gets gardeners and cleaners. But why can't people with Tourette's? And it makes me so angry, because I'm so lucky to have funding, and my life is better now. Like I can do amazing things. I can have the support that I need, and I can't fathom that there's people out there that can't have that support. So important.
So you're very lucky that you've got a really, really good support coordinator as well.
Oh, he's amazing. He's incredible.
Yeah, you were lucky to be able to have his help with, the NDIS submission, and you've got what you've got at the end of the day. You've got great support staff. You've now got your own home. And you've got your NDIS funding that helps you fund for support workers.
Well, I live in a housing department house, which my needs are so complex that the housing department tries to help me, but they're really out of their depth. So in the future, if I ever get the chance to get SDA funding, I will build a robust house to my needs. Because my care coordinator and my OT went to a robust house. Bianca will break that, and that.
In a robust house?
In a robust house. So Well, to be honest, when I had my brain surgeries, I had a pacemaker in my chest. From hitting my chest, I buckled that through my chest.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, they're very out of their depth. They don't know, and they're very limited with money as well. But thing about me, if they come in, fix it properly the way I need, then they won't see me again.
Yeah.
But I've had my kitchen tap replaced 19 times with the same tap.
You were also mentioning to me before where you've lost 250 phones last year? Or you've broken 250 phones?
When I was younger, I went through 885 phones.
Yeah.
It's been about, 12 or something phones this year. But every year, like I've got a stack of phones this high.
Yeah.
Again, it's not just phones, it's remotes, it's air fryers, it's TVs, it's slow cookers, it's
microwaves.
Yeah. And before my basin became metal, I went bang, and I broke my porcelain basin, and then the water started to spurt out. So
yeah.
And a couple of last year, I had to move out of my house, go up to another place because my whole house is being reinforced.
Okay.
So I've got wood this thick on my on all my walls.
Yeah.
On all my walls. Anyway, and I got plastic windows, and if I could just so it's strong enough for me to live.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to build an SEO house in the future because I think no one can build it like me. So if I'm building a house that can withstand me, I could sell my idea and I could help other people, which would be amazing.
So do you think that's something that NDIS would actually do? I mean, NDIS at the moment is, some people don't even get that SDA. So I think
I've got the proof for days. 60 minutes story.
Yeah.
I destroyed my parents' house. Like there was holes in every wall, broken windows. Like I don't ever want to go back to that place because it was just so full of like so much damage that it was really hard. And then the housing department has records for days about everything I've broken in the house that's been modified for me.
Yeah.
That isn't supposed to break. But I think I'd be a very good candidate to get SDA funding because I, not like every other person, I can't just move into a place because and when I was getting my house done up, they remodeled my bathroom. And then I had to go up and live in another unit, which I destroyed that unit as well in 6 weeks. It's like 7 week period. I destroyed that house, come back to mine. They put these taps in and went bang, and it broke when I got home.
So that's just from hitting items?
Hitting, if my Tourette's is bad during the day or my anxiety is worse, that's when my tics come out and I hit my walls and like my kitchen ceiling. I need to get high ceilings. I tick and there's food all over on the roof and stuff. So it's quite difficult, but I'm determined to get there and hopefully I can build a house and then have other people be able to live in a strong home like me.
Yeah. So with your support staff that you have, do you get 24/7 support or what does that look like?
I usually get like 6 hours every day unless I've got something I need to do or I try to have no care on the weekend so I can do something with my friends or hang out with my beautiful mum because mum,
so she's your big supporter, isn't she?
She really is. She is everything I am is because of her.
Yeah. So let's talk about dating. What does that look like for Bianca?
Oh, it's really difficult to be honest because how do you explain to someone over messages what Tourette's consists of?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I guess putting all my life out on social media might scare boys away.
Yeah.
But I have so many friends that love me and see me for me. So I'm determined that a beautiful man out there will see that too one day.
And you mentioned as well where you meet somebody online, they go and have a look at your profile
and then
they ghost you. Guess they're not worth it, are they? If they can ghost you like that, they're not worth it.
I had a boost of confidence the other night. I was out with my girlfriend on our party street called Ocean Street where I'm from, and this guy come up to me later in the night because I tried to talk to you earlier, and I'm like, and he looked at me and he's like, "You're beautiful," and he goes, "I was watching you the whole night."
Yeah.
And he's a farmer boy.
Oh, okay,
He goes, "I'll take you for a ride in my helicopter tomorrow." But he's had a Bucks night, so he probably got really busy. He didn't end
Yeah.
up calling me, but that I'm not upset about it because it was like I've only had one partner in my life that we're not together anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm not used to men coming up to me going,
Yeah.
hey, and that's not a thing for me because I haven't had boyfriends all through my life. I've just had one, and but I really want to fall in love. And
absolutely. It's a human need, isn't it? Yeah.
I would love to get married one day. I'm not sure about having babies because people on my social media goes, Bianca, please don't ever have a child. You give it Tourette's.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, well, if I have a child with Tourette's, I'd be the best person to help that kid.
Absolutely.
And all my friends say their kids don't want to go to bed or get showered, and the kids love me.
Yeah.
Like my carer, Mara, her little daughter, Bella, she is so beautiful and she loves me because I talk like Stitch. She's obsessed with Stitch. And hello, Bella. Yeah, it's really cute. But it makes me feel good about myself that I'm able to be good around kids because when I had friends before I made all my amazing friends, like it's really hard to make friends with living with Tourette's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want you to come over because I don't want you to swear around my kids.
Yeah.
But all my friends are like, we want you to be around our kids because it makes them understand about disabilities.
Exactly.
And another thing, when I'm out in public, anxiety and people, I'm ticking, parents like, come away from this lady.
Yeah.
They're teaching their kids to be ignorant and not understand. Where I would sit down and go, listen, that lady has a disability. She's got a different brain to us. It's not hard, but that's what's wrong with society. They need to be understanding and teaching their children.
It's a great opportunity to be able to teach your child to be open-minded about, people with disability and for them to learn that compassion
they go,
as
go
well.
away, shun,
Absolutely. So I'm guessing you get a lot of trolls as well on your social media page. Or are you pretty lucky not to
be honest,
get that?
fuck me. It's the odd person here and there, but I read through all my message requests last year, and there's only like a couple bad ones, but all of them like, B, we think you're amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
You're an inspiration. This man goes, you got me through my leukemia. I watch your videos every day, and you put a smile on my face.
Wow.
So I'm so glad that I am helping people in that way to know that they're not alone. There are people out there with struggles, and
I love that. So tell us, what is your social media page so that we can post that and put that out to everybody that's watching?
Okay, so my group on Facebook called Be With Tourette's.
Yep.
Instagram is be_with_Tourette's.
Yep.
And then I have my amazing YouTube channel that I had 100,000 subscribers, but I haven't been posting for a while. It's gone down to 99.
Yeah.
But that's just Be With Tourette's on social media too, and then TikTok's just Be With Tourette's as well.
And the other one you were talking about, how you're reaching out with other young people with disabilities, is that
Fuck off, no, fuck you. Sorry.
That's okay. Is that just through your social media?
See, I have my personal Facebook, but I'm saying if anyone wants to follow me, you go onto my group on Facebook, Be With Tourette's.
Yeah.
And then every time a new member comes, I welcome them. I have weekly Wednesdays where I'm welcome to this person. So I like to acknowledge all my followers because I appreciate all of them because of I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without them and educating people. So it's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming all this way.
Oh, I'm such a pleasure.
You travelled 2 hours away. So thank you for having me.